Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program Discover Turkey. We will discover Europe today, starting from Bulgaria till Spain. And I traveled with my wife together with her. We have driven about 11,000 kilometers nearly, going and coming back. We crossed about 18 borders. And starting from Istanbul and Anatolia till Andalusia. Anatolia and Andalusia are very similar places in Europe, and they have got very similar landscapes. And but going to Spain by car is not easy way, really, because it's very long way. First, you have to get green insurance at the border in between Turkey and Bulgaria. It's about 60 euro while you are driving. You have to take this insurance, and this insurance will cover all the way long on the way if you have an accident, and this is going to cover against any kind of accidents. Bulgaria is the first country when you cross the border of Turkey, and Bulgaria is not a very big country. It's a small Balkan country. They speak a language, it's a Slavic language. Normally Bulgarian people came from Eastern European side, near Moscow area long time ago, and their first king was Boris Han. Boris Han is the first Bulgarian king, and he is called as Han because Bulgarians were Turkic nationality. And they were speaking a language which is a bit close to Turkish language, but in time, after they converted to Orthodoxy, they became a Slavic nation as well. And Bulgaria is a very mountainous country. It has got some rivers, streams, flowing to Black Sea. And it has got a wonderful city, Burgaz. I've been there twice, and they have a culture. It's a melting pot with Greek, Slavic, Ottoman, and the Persian influences. It has a rich heritage of traditional dance, music, costumes, and crafts as well. When you look at the colors in Bulgaria, you can see these things very easily. And Sofia is the capital city of Bulgaria. Dialing telephone code is 359. Bulgarian currency is Bulgarian lev. Population of Bulgaria is about 7 million people. Almost 1.5 million Turkish origins Bulgarians are living in there, and also in Turkey 300,000 people from Bulgaria. They had migrated and now they have dual nationality. They have Bulgarian passports and also Turkish passports. And Bulgaria and Turkey have got wonderful relations. Bulgaria is a European Union country, and generally agriculture, rose growing, and also animal breeding. I mean, they produce milk and meat very much, and they sell also, they export these products to Turkey. And Serbia, after you drive through Bulgaria about 400 kilometers later, there is a border between Serbia and Bulgaria. After crossing Serbia, any Turk doesn't need a visa for Serbia. They can travel. You can travel with Turkish passport as well. Serbian language is also close to Bulgarian language. They understand each other a little bit, not very much, but they understand. And if you speak Russian, you understand Serbian language and also Bulgarian as well. Not very much, but they understand what you say when you speak Russian. And Serbia is not very big country. The capital of Serbia is Belgrade, and the dialing code, telephone code, is 381. Currency is Serbian dinar. $1 is about 100 dinar. And comparing Serbia to other European countries, Serbia is cheaper than many other European countries as well. Population is about 7 million, nearly same as Bulgaria. But Serbia is the mixture of not only by Serbs, also there are many Turks, Bulgarians and Hungarians, especially in the north of country, living in there. When you want to go to Germany, you have to cross the border of Hungary and Hungary and Serbia, and this is the also European Union gate, and there are long queues. Really, the cars are waiting. We had also waited long time in between Hungary and Serbia. And the capital of Hungary is Budapest, and Hungarian people are speaking a language which is close to Turkish as well. It's while I was driving through Hungary, I was listening Hungarian radios, and I was very surprised because they were playing Central Asian Turkic songs. The Hungarian people, they understood they are Turkic nation. Last decade also, this is a reality which was accepted by even left wing and the right wing in Hungary, and this helped very much the relations between Turkey and Hungary as well. Hungary has got Danube River. This river is flowing through Hungary to Black Sea. And when you go to Budapest, you can see wonderful buildings and castles. Long time ago, Hungary was inside of Ottoman Empire, and Ottoman Empire protected Hungarian religion and also their language as well. Ottoman Empire never made pressure over the people, and they were free to speak their own language and also to leave their own culture. Even Moldovan president came to Turkey. He wanted to see the sword of Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, and President Erdogan gave him opportunity to see the sword of Sultan Süleyman, and suddenly the Hungarian president kissed the sword of Sultan Süleyman. When he was asked why he kissed the sword of Sultan Süleyman, he said, wonderful answer. He gave a wonderful answer. He said, I kissed his sword because Sultan Süleyman protected our nation, our language and our culture, and that is why we respect him and we love him, he said. And this can show Ottoman Empire was not an imperialistic country making pressure over the nations to make them Turkish or to make them to be Turkified, and they voluntarily left their own culture and stayed in Christianity, and they lived in Ottoman area in peace. Dialing code of Hungary is 36. Currency of Hungary is Hungarian forints. Nearly 10 million people are living in Hungary. And after Hungary, we crossed the border of Austria. The Wien is the capital city of Austria. It's a very beautiful place, really, and you can see the pictures and also the video. Can I request the friends to show the video of Wien?
Hello viewers, welcome to our program. Today we are going to talk from Bulgaria. Now I have a very long journey in between Istanbul and Andalusia to Spain, and I'm going to give you information all the way along about the countries and what we see. For the drivers from Turkey, they have to take green insurance to drive all in EU countries. So without taking this green insurance, it is not possible to drive in EU countries. So first of all, at the border, you're going to take green insurance, then you can drive freely on EU roads. Bulgaria is not very big country. It's almost 20% of Turkey, and about 6-7 million people are living. Mostly the elderly people are living, and the youngsters are living in Germany, because there are no job opportunities mostly in Bulgaria. That is why the youngsters, after having their education, they go to Germany, Holland or other European Union countries, industrial areas. So but if you come to Bulgaria, there are much to see, especially on the Black Sea coast. It's very nice. Especially I recommend you to go to Burgas and Varna. And the cities are very artistic. This is my 4th time in Bulgaria, and I recommend you to come to this wonderful country. But I recommend you to come on in spring, because the country is full of smell of roses, and the air is very clean because there is no industry in Bulgaria. That's all for today. See you in the next country. Goodbye. Hello viewers, welcome to our program, and I'm sounding you from Serbia. It's a village in Serbia, and it's a nice place area. The weather is really warm. It's 25 degrees Celsius up here. It's a lovely place really, and the people are here. They are doing agriculture, and a very quiet area.
The Wien is a very beautiful place, really, a historical place, and the people in Wien are very friendly and helping the tourists. There are a lot of tourists visiting Wien and the buildings, and there are some horse carts, and you can rent them, and you can have a quick travel inside of the city. And after Wien, we went to Germany, and Germany and Austria are speaking same language, German language, but the Austrian accent is a little bit close to Bayern accent in the southern Germany. Germany is the one of the biggest European country in EU, and economy is huge, and agriculture, industry, and car producing are great, really, and famous cars brands are being made in not only in Germany, also even in Turkey. They have got factories. Sorry. Berlin is the capital of Germany. We visited our friends in Mannheim. They gave information about Mannheim, which I didn't know as well. We have seen some places in Mannheim, such as the first car of Mercedes in Mannheim. And friends in Germany, they have dual nationality. They have got German passports and also Turkish passports. They gave us information. Now we can see their videos, interviews. The friends can show now.
Yes, now we are in Wien and driving in the city center. As you can see, people are using interesting gadgets on the pavements, and the city is very clean and very nice. Not very crowded. Today is Sunday. People are having rest. On the left side, the boy is going on the pavement. Yes, it's beautiful. Renovating they are doing for the old buildings, as you see, according to its original form. We have seen also the church in the main street, and they were doing the renovation, restoring, and the style of the building is very similar in western Ukraine and in Russia as well. The Wien, capital of Austria, is a lovely city, really. Recommend you to come here.
Yes, and in Germany the biggest fest is Oktoberfest in Munich, and every October all around the world people are coming to Bayern, Munich, to see this wonderful fest, and they entertain in there. Frankfurt has got one of the biggest airports in Europe. And states in Germany, Bavaria, North Rhine-Westphalia, Baden-Württemberg are the most popular ones and most well-known. Capital is Berlin, and the dialing code, telephone code, is 40, international telephone code is 49. Population is about 82 million nearly, and nearly 10 million people from Turkey are living in Germany, and most of them, they have got German passports as well. And we traveled to not only Mannheim, then we went to Cologne, and we have seen the cathedral in Cologne. So we can see the videos in Cologne. Yes. Then after visiting Cologne, we went to Netherlands. Holland is now changed their names as Netherlands, and they don't use the name Holland. It's Netherlands at the moment. And in Turkish we say Hollanda. It is a country in the northwestern part of Europe. They speak a language which is very close to German language. And every Dutch can understand German, but the German people can't understand Dutch language. The landscape of Netherlands, when you visit, you can see some canals and tulip fields and windmills and cycling people all around Holland, Netherlands, and the capital is Amsterdam, but also the home of Van Gogh is in Nuenen, and you can see Van Gogh paintings in Rijksmuseum. I visited there also, and we have visited the house of Van Gogh in Nuenen. We have some videos from Nuenen. Please, let's watch them.
Nuenen is a very famous village because the famous Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh, he lived in this city. As you can see here, this is the symbolizing what he painted long time ago. Artist's room. This is a chair. This is his painting bag, and also his painting costume, and the typical Van Gogh chair from his paintings as well. What you see here is made as potato eaters. Long time ago in Holland, people were eating very little things, just like potato. As you can see, they are all eating potato, and she is pouring some coffee or tea, and on the table we don't see a lot of fruit, and the Dutch people were eating this kind of things long time ago.
Yes, Vincent van Gogh is the most famous Dutch painter, artist, and he lived not only in Holland, Netherlands, but also he lived in southern France, Arles, and he painted beautiful paintings, and some of his paintings are in France, some in Holland. First tulip went to Holland from Turkey, Edirne, and they took the tulip onions to Holland, and they made new types of tulips in Holland, and now Dutch economy is much more stronger with tulip export as well. Holland is not a very big country, but Holland is producing a lot of things in Europe, and they help European economy very much. And when we look at Netherlands, and they speak Dutch language, generally in the central part of Netherlands, and in the north, when you go Groningen, you can see some people speaking Fries language, which is close to Danish, and it's a language in between German, Dutch, and Danish language, and their roots are from Vikings. Belgium is a country in the Western Europe as well. We drove down to Liège, and then we went to Luxembourg. Belgium has got wonderful roads, and it's the center of European Union, and also NATO. NATO general headquarter is in Brussels. the capital of Belgium. And north of Belgium speaks Dutch, but south of Belgium speaks mainly French language. In the north of Belgium, you can find someone speaking English fluently, but in the south, they don't speak English very well. Belgium is not a very big country. The telephone code is 32, and biggest destinations Brussels, Bruges, and also Liège. Official languages French, Dutch, and German. Belgium has got the 7th largest annual cigarette consumption per capita. It's about 2,440. Is very large in the world. Luxembourg, right after we drove down to this small European country, they speak also Dutch, French, German languages. Luxembourg is the richest European Union country, and also comparing prices in Luxembourg is quite reasonable prices they have. For instance, 1 liter of diesel is 1.30, 1.35 nearly in Luxembourg. But in France, 1.70, 1.60, 65. That is why some French people living in the border in between Luxembourg and France, they go Luxembourg to buy diesel or petrol. Luxembourg's population is not much. 602,000 people are living, according to the data in 2018. France is in the western part of Europe, and one of the largest area in European Union. And France has got very fertile and nice soil, land really, and agriculture is very well developed. Industry and agriculture are really great in France. Paris, we visited Paris. Eiffel Tower is the world famous tower, and now we have a film from Paris, Eiffel Tower. Let's watch it. If you go Paris, please don't ignore to see Louvre Museum, Eiffel Tower, and also the Palace of Paris. Now we will have a little break. After our commercials, we will talk again. Hello, we were talking about Paris and France. The highways in Germany and also in Holland, they are free of charge. You can drive your car on the highways of Germany and Holland without paying any money. But when you enter France, you have to pay. Also, Bulgaria, you have to buy Vinetka. Vinetka is a kind of tax, road tax. It's about 15 euro for 1 week. So 1 week long you can drive in Bulgaria freely. But when we use the highways of Serbia, you pay according to your mileage, because the distance is very important. How much you pay, this is according to your distance you drive. And Hungary and Austria, they take also road tax at the border. You have to pay about 10, 15, sometimes 20 euros. But Germany will start Vinetka following months. And France, highways are not cheap really. The most expensive highway is in Italy, in between Milano till Trieste. It's about 70 euro the highway price. And we're coming back to Paris and France. While you're driving from Paris to Toulouse, the roads are nice and the climates are generally great. On the way, we have seen many British cars, and I asked at the gasoline why there are a lot of British cars on the highway of in between Paris and Toulouse. They told me that they are going to Gibraltar. Gibraltar is in the south of Spain, a country belonging to Great Britain. That's why the British people are going to United Kingdom and going and coming all the time. That's why there are a lot of British cars on the highway in between France and Spain. And the roads are nice, I told, but expensive. And when you cross the border between France and Spain, you meet interesting and wonderful nature in the north of Spain, just like northern Turkey. Very green, just like Black Sea coast of Turkey, such as Trabzon city, Rize, Artvin. Those area is very foresty and green, very similar to Basque area of Spain. And a long time ago, Georgian people migrated from Georgia to Spain, which is very similar to Georgia as a landscape. And we stayed one night also in northern Spain, very clean and wonderful country, Basque area. Bilbao is a nice place as well. And we drove down to Madrid, and we have seen wonderful things in Madrid. Buildings are nice and very artistic, and the Spanish people are kind, and but little bit similar to Turkish people, and they love also their country very much. And when I looked at the Spanish landscape, it's very similar to Anatolia. A little bit dry, not a lot of trees, and especially the more we drove to the south, the less we have seen, the less trees we have seen. as well. Then we have visited Granada, is in the south of Spain. There was a wonderful palace. It was Alhambra Palace. Alhambra means in Arabic language the red palace. Really, when we visited there, we have seen a red palace. Please, let's watch the videos from Alhambra.
Yes, the round of Alhambra Palace. When you look at the style of the buildings, we can see the style of North Africa as well. And those days, when Muslims were divided into little states, and they became enemy each other, and but this was the end of beginning of the end. And all around the world, people are coming here to see this area. Yes.
In Cordoba, there is wonderful building. That one is Cordoba Mosque. A long time ago, Andalusian Umayyads, they built a wonderful mosque in there, but today it was converted to church, cathedral. But when you visit the Cordoba Mosque, you can see some verses from Quran on the walls, and also you can see some beautiful mosaics, original mosaics from Andalusian Umayyads. Let's watch the videos, please.
Hello viewers, we are in Cordoba Cathedral, which was made by Andalusian Muslims long time ago, and converted to church, Catholic church. Today it's serving as church. Now we can hear the Catholic traditional song, traditional music, and the classical music is also affected by church music, reflecting the pain of Jesus Christ. In Christian belief, God sacrificed His own Son for the sins of the people. When Adam and Eve they have eaten forbidden fruit, and they started first sin. After many years, God Himself sacrificed His own Son for the sins of people in the world. This was believed. You can see here Jesus on the cross, nailed, hands, feet and his head. In 1993, it was made. The ceiling is beautiful. Maybe they were renovated. This is early morning in Spain because sun is rising up at 8:30. still people came early because it's free of charge in the morning time. But in the afternoon, you can see the museum, the cathedral or mosque, whatever you say, paying about 10 euros each person. Protected area. Yes. Supported by modern art. Mother Teresa. Normally he was from Albania. He devoted her life. She devoted her life for the people, poor people all around the world.
After staying in Cordoba, we went back to Istanbul, but not on the same way. This time we used a different route. Please, let's see the first route starting from Bulgaria to Cordoba. As you see, our road is about 5,000, nearly 100-200 kilometers. And from Cordoba to Istanbul is about 600-700 kilometers, of course. But we also drove inside of Europe in different places. Totally we made, in fact, our car had shown us nearly 11,000 kilometers. We drove in 15 days. And we started driving back to Istanbul from Cordoba, first to Valencia and Barcelona. And we have got some videos from Barcelona.
Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on Natural TV. We are in Barcelona at the moment, and we are driving inside of Barcelona. The buildings are very well, really, but some of them are modern, but mostly in old part of the city. And the houses are very similar to houses in Russia and also Ukraine, obviously. But now we are passing to the modern side of the city. You can see the buildings are modern and the skyscrapers on the right side. On the left side is still construction is going on about subway, as far as I see, and you can see the skyscrapers on the right side, and such as Istanbul. Very beautiful area. Following the football team of Barcelona is called as also Barça. Very famous football club they have, and several times they won European Cups. Asphalt is smooth. This part of the city is completely modern. Turkish people are speaking so fast, really. It's hard to keep what they're saying. Some similar words are together. Spanish has some similar words with English. I sometimes try to understand what they say, but they speak so fast. It's really hard to keep the Latin words. And the words on highway, motorways, when we read, we understand, because there are many words similar with English. But while reading, it's easy, but while you're listening, it's not easy to understand because of the speed of the conversation. The building on the right side, built by red bricks. We have seen a mosque in the city, the old one, I think made by Muslims a long time ago. They were here, Arabian, Andalusian Muslims. There are cameras watching cars such as Istanbul and Ankara. There are radars measuring the speed. You may be fined really if you exceed the speed limit.
Barcelona has got modern buildings and also some ancient buildings. When I looked at the buildings in Barcelona, the old ones, very similar to buildings in Kiev or Eastern European cities. It was so strange that, unfortunately, they broke our car pane and stole the handbag of my wife. There was money inside, and we were lucky because they didn't kill us. Anyway, I called the gendarme, this is military police of France, at 2 o'clock in the morning. They told me that they are opening their office at 8 o'clock. I told them, what if we were killed? Then he said the emergency would help you. It is so strange because gendarme or police are always open in Turkey, and they serve 24 hours for the security in Turkey. I was very surprised, and I admire Turkish security forces in Turkey in the day or night on the highways, always protecting and always in service and controlling everywhere by cameras. Whenever you call them, they are always ready to help you on Turkish highways. Then after we went to northern Italy, starting from Genoa and Milan till Trieste. And we visited also Venice, the city underwater, everyone think, but Venice has got wonderful places, not underwater as well. After crossing the border of Italy and Slovenia, we went through the capital of Slovenia, Ljubljana, and there is wonderful highway in between Slovenia and Croatia, and you can drive, and I believe you will enjoy driving all the way long till Serbia. And after Serbia, the system is the same. And then we went back to Turkey through Bulgaria, and we crossed Edirne, Turkish city. Thank you very much for listening and watching our program. Please follow our TV programs and the videos, Natural TV, on our social media accounts. And thank you very much for watching. See you next week.